CoD stands for Create or Destroy LLC. It's very influenced from skateboarding by, tagging things and like waxing ledges and grinding down them. People were saying we were vandalizing, but we were creating beauty in our mind. New York is a part of me. It's the foundation of my art. There's art everywhere in New York. Famous street artists have tagged every spot. I walk by it daily, and I get to live and breathe it every day. I work on Broadway, near Times Square. It's chaos. It destroys me. I work for a licensing company, so I create t-shirts all day, just like I do at home. We do apparel for Disney and Warner Brothers, so I get to work with every Disney character, every Marvel character. I work with Batman and Superman, Justice League. It's a wonderful job. One thing I learned was to just let go completely. There are license departments and there are approval processes that interfere with, your vision, and stop having an emotional attachment to everything I created. That way I wasn't let down when the final product wasn't exactly what I created. But I still had the opportunity to say that I had a major input and laid the groundwork for the design that is now being sold to millions of people. So that in itself is enough for me, spiritually and emotionally, to be happy with what I do. I found a shirt a day site on my birthday, and I purchased one. I thought, hey, I could probably do something like this. I come up with ideas every day, so I started jotting down ideas. Like I do with all things in my life, I got heavily invested. I started studying who was who and what site was what, and the trends. I looked up what sold in the past and how well it sold, because that's what got my mind going. That got me really inspired to come up with something to keep me in that game. I don't think I did anything half-assed, ever. I submitted like 3 or 4 designs that day, and within a week I had one. And when it went up on sale, what a rush. I went from 0 to 60 in 3 seconds, you could say. I just wanted to be a part of that world, like as if I was missing something. Working with teeVillain has been great. I love it. I think the quality is amazing. The inks are very vibrant and they don't like crack in the wash. I've washed my shirt like 30 times now and nothing, no cracks. And it's amazing. Like, so good to me. I was like, thank you for printing me. And I get another free shirt and it goes in my gigantic pile and I jump in it. I definitely can't wait to get my next free sample. I have enough t-shirts. I think the customer's different. I think the customer who buys online has more of a personal connection with you as an artist, because they either have already gotten to know you through your social media outlets, or they check that website and they're a fan of that website because they know that the best artists who are trying to make ends meet. And that to me is like more honorable, that purchase. If I'm at Comic-Con and I see someone wearing a shirt from teeVillain, I'm gonna be all up in their face. They're like, why do you have my shirt on? like a nut. I'm just overexcited. Checking out my shirts. I think it's amazing that you appreciated my work and paid money for it. My dream is to be remembered and to have inspired a lot of people. You gotta love what you do. If you don't, you might want to pack it in, because it's not for everyone. But you gotta love it. And if you don't, you're not gonna get better. It could only get worse from there. I had bounced around from job to job for a few years. I was expendable, you know, one design job to the next. I had a really good art teacher, and he kicked my ass. He like grabbed me. He was like, Steven, like, what are you doing? You're wasting your time. Like, you don't understand. He's like, you're a really good artist. Stop. Stop distracting yourself. I need you to focus on the homework I'm giving you. When I was able to focus once again, I got better. I got rid of personal training. I got rid of all the interviews for becoming a cop. I said, no, this is it. I have to stay focused. I almost forgot what my teacher said. I think when I really started earning a lot more on the designs as I was getting better, then I started winning the contests. And that's when I knew that this was it for me. I truly believe that if you love what you do and you work hard at it, you can achieve anything you want in this life. My wife, Kristen, is my biggest supporter. This whole operation, this COD, create or destroy, it puts food on our table and provides us a future. At first she thought this was a little weird. She thought, you know, I'm on the internet all day and I'm like scouring websites and designing shirts, and like half your designs are really weird. I don't get the reference, because she doesn't follow that culture that I'm like heavily invested in, you could say, because I grew up on it. I draw from my childhood.
Morning, Pee-wee! Morning, Mr. Breakfast! Can I have some Mr. T cereal? Okay! Ah, pity the poor fool! Don't eat my cereal!
Pee-wee is, I can't even describe him. I loved the character when I first saw him. I was obsessed with Pee-wee's Playhouse. It was one of the reasons that I couldn't wait for Saturday morning cartoons. It wasn't even a cartoon, it was like a variety show. It's the best kind of variety show. And his movie, Big Adventure, was one of my 3 movies that I watched every day that I was sick. And I was sick a lot. Like, intentionally sick. Like, oh, the stomach thing's acting up again. I have to stay home from school. You know, like, just played that up to my advantage and stayed home and watched Ferris Bueller's Day Off and Pee-wee's Big Adventure. I think that was every kid's dream bike. Didn't you want one? I know I did. I saw the base model for it's decorated for sale at a Chevy dealership by me, and I was so tempted to buy it, but I just didn't have the money. I was buying a car. I was like, I need a car or a bike that looks like Pee-wee's bike. This is like the hardest decision ever.
You're the best bike in the whole world.
We're going to be at booth 283 at New York Comic Con.
New York Comic Con will be the 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th.
Spin the prize wheel every day for a chance to win a teeVillain shirt.